Hey, you play guitar. Play me something. Go ahead. Did that just make you anxious? Are you comfortable jamming on your own, but the moment you're put on the spot, you start second guessing everything you thought you knew? You're not alone. This happens because most guitarists haven't mastered the core 5. Triads, scales, arpeggios, seventh chords, and inversions. After teaching hundreds of students over the last 15 years, I've realized that most guitarists claim to know this stuff, but they really just rely on muscle memory and shapes, not real understanding. So in this video, I'm gonna show you why that disconnect happens, and more importantly, how to fix it. So next time someone says, oh, play me something, you don't freeze, you create. This is our first time meeting. I'm the Donut Doctor, a Grammy-nominated guitarist and producer based in Los Angeles who's toured the world with A-list celebrities. I'm also a Berklee College of Music graduate, and I've helped thousands of players break out of their ruts and rediscover the fun and joy in playing guitar again. Because really, that's what it's all about. All right, let's start with seventh chords. If you don't have your guitar with you right now, pause this video and go get it. I'm gonna give you a couple of quick proficiency tests before each section to see where you're at with this stuff right now. So let's start real easy. Play me a C minor 7 chord off the low E string and A string roots. Ready? Go. Okay, now same thing, but for G major 7. All right, what about C major 7 off the D string root? Okay, now move up to C major 7 first inversion on that D string root. Okay, so there's our first issue. You could probably figure this stuff out with some time, but by then the entire song is already over. We want your recall to be instantaneous. And to achieve this, you need to be doing two things. Practicing this stuff every single day and actually using it when you play music. Applying these ideas in real music is what tells your brain, hey, this is important, we gotta put it on the long-term hard drive. So first thing I want to show you to speed up your recall is how to anchor new material to stuff that you already know. Okay, so for example, let's take a look at C minor 7 second inversion on the D string root. Right, okay. What the hell? How are we supposed to know that this is a C minor 7 second inversion? Like, it doesn't resemble a C minor 7. The C minor 7 I know looks like that or like that, right? So here we go, new information. Now we could just sit here and memorize like the shapes and everything in a pattern, but again, that's not gonna allow us to use it in real music. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go, okay, how can I anchor this to something I already know? Well, I do already know my C minor 7 grip off the A string root, right? Okay, so here's my chord shape. And check this out. This second inversion is really built off the 5th of this shape. So I go, okay, cool. Anytime I want to play a minor 7 chord, second inversion off the D string root, all I have to do is put down my run-of-the-mill minor 7 chord voicing off the A string root, find the 5th, which is the second note in that basic chord shape, and then I just build this shape off of that, okay? So here's where everything starts really opening up, right? I can just instantly get this chord anywhere. I wanna play E minor 7, I go, okay, here's my 5th. I'm gonna build that chord shape right there. I would do E flat, right? So what I'm getting at here is now you have a way to actually use this stuff in real time. So next time you're jamming with your friends and they're on a G minor 7, instead of having to stay here the whole time, you can go, oh, well, I know my little cheat code. I just build that shape right off of this shape. So it instantly gives you a way to utilize this in real time, in real music, which is gonna train your ears, which is gonna train you to better use these and actually use this stuff. If you wanna learn more about the core 5, join the waitlist for my most in-depth course ever, the complete Back to Basics system. If you want exclusive early access, free lessons, and a one-time launch discount that will never be offered again, sign up for the waitlist today. I'll leave the link in the description below. Up next, let's talk about triads, again starting with a quick proficiency test. So go ahead and play me a B minor triad first inversion on the D, G, and B string set. Okay, now play me a G diminished triad on the same string set. Okay, what about A major second inversion? Okay, same issue here, right? You might have actually been even a little slower with these than the seventh chords. But good news is the same anchor idea works with these triads too. All right, so let's take a look at our C minor triads on the D, G, and B string set, okay? So we're gonna have second inversion, root position, and first inversion C minor triads. Now, how the heck am I supposed to know these random ass looking shapes? How am I supposed to grab them when we're playing a song and it's moving this quickly, right? Again, we anchor these new foreign objects to something we're already familiar with. So check this out. C minor second inversion right here. Again, D, G, and B strings, 5, 5, 4. So this shape might seem pretty random, right? But we're gonna anchor it to something that we already know. Ready for it? Play me your just basic C minor bar chord off the A string root, okay? Now check this out. Only play the D, G, and B strings. Oh shit. There's my second inversion triad hiding in plain sight. Okay, so I go, great, anytime I want to play my second inversion C minor triad, I just connect it to my A string bar chord shape, okay? Now, what about this one right here? Here's our root position C minor, and this is going to be 10, 8, 8, same string set. Again, so easy. Play me your C minor bar chord off the low E string root. Okay, but only play D, G, and B strings. Oh shit. There it is. It's just hiding in plain sight again, right? So now I go, cool. Anytime I'm jamming or whatever and I want to access this root position, I visualize this full shape in my head, but I realize I only need to play those 3 strings right there. There we go. Now what about the last one? First inversion. Okay, this one is a little less obvious, but it's kind of going to connect to something we already know. So you might be more familiar with, you know, like our cowboy C chord shape, right? So if you want to help yourself by envisioning that C, you know, major bar chord, you absolutely can. We know the difference between major and minor is just the third of the chord goes down 1 fret, right? So if I wanted to play C minor here, a lot of people play that, and I'm just moving this up the octave. And I'm just, again, not playing the root, I'm just playing the D, G, and B string. So again, new shape, anchor it to something you know. New shape, anchor it to something you know. New shape, anchor it to something you already know. All right, next we have scales. Again, quick proficiency test before we start. Play me a G major scale starting on the high E string, 3rd fret, descending. All right, what about the same thing for G minor scale descending? All right, again, similar issues. It's not quick enough. It should be instantaneous, right? So you know this stuff, but you don't really know it, right? Also, if you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button right now. It's a great free way to support the channel. Keep more videos like this coming at you. So let's take a look at some scale workouts that will help you internalize these scales for better, faster recall. Keep in mind, again, I'm just showing you one quick method for each of the core 5 here, right? If you want to go deeper into all of these ideas, join the waitlist for my complete back to basics system. Again, the link is right below in the description. Okay, so first exercise I'm going to have you do here is ascend your G major scale starting on the 3rd fret, and then descend your G minor scale. Now you could also reverse that. I could ascend G minor and then descend G major, right? So here's what this is gonna do. This is gonna train your brain to not have to always start each scale on the root note, right? And what you can do to further challenge yourself with this is change from major to minor halfway through the scale. So maybe the first half ascending, I do major. Now I do minor, and then maybe the way down I'll do major to minor. And you can switch really anywhere you want. I could do major, minor, major, minor, right? Being able to do this is one of the most powerful exercises because, again, it's gonna untrain your hands' muscle memory of just running up and down these scales like exercises, and it's really gonna allow you to start creating more music and having a lot more freedom within these shapes. All right, last but not least, we have arpeggios. As always, we'll start with a quick proficiency test. All right, go ahead and play me a G major 7th arpeggio starting on the low E string root. Okay, now D minor 7 on the A string root. Okay, last but not least, a D minor 7 flat 5 arpeggio starting on the high E string and descending. We see the pattern here, right? We don't really actually know this stuff, okay? There's a difference between just muscle memory and being able to apply, okay? And how we've been practicing this stuff is not gonna help us remember it. So let me show you some exercises to really break you out of these ruts, okay? So I wanna show you a copy paste shape that really helped me internalize all of my arpeggios and really see the kind of under the hood of what's going on inside of them. And this copy paste shape is gonna give you a way to play 3 octave arpeggios of any kind: major 7, dominant 7, minor 7, diminished 7, minor 7, 5, whatever you need, all across the fretboard with pretty much the simplest thing you've ever seen in your entire life. So check us out. The shape that we are going to copy paste, okay? Let's do G major 7, okay? We're gonna do first finger, pinky, middle finger, and that's gonna be low E string 3, 7, A string 5. Just root 3rd, 5th, root 3rd, 5th, root 3rd, 5th, okay? Now check us out. You might be saying, well, where's the 7th? We're gonna get there. Let's play our triad first, okay? This is gonna be our copy paste shape. Now what we're gonna do with this shape is we're gonna copy paste it to every single G octave we can find. And we all know how to find our octaves, right? Okay, I'm at a G, there's 1 octave, what about an octave higher from here? There's another octave. So I have G, G, and G, and then I guess I could say my, high octave. But we're really just gonna need to visualize these 3 points and then copy paste the shape to each point. So here we go, starting here. Now, go to your next G, same thing. Find your next G octave, same exact shape. And then we're done. So now we have, and again, practice these descending. Now, we all know we wanted to play a major 7 when we started this idea. So I'm gonna add a whole nother note. Well, check us out. We know the major 7 is 1 fret below the root. So, what if I just played my triad shape, but before going to each octave to play that shape again, I'm gonna slide into it from 1 fret below. Now I have an entire 3 octave G major 7 arpeggio, and really we didn't think about anything, we just did it. Now the reason this shape helps us is because it connects us from all of our basic shapes, right? Like there's a basic shape off the low E string, there's our basic shape off the A string, but what if I want to get from this shape to this shape instead of just sliding up or jumping an entire across the fretboard? I could use this copy paste shape as a staircase up to the new one. So I'm down here. Right, so you get the idea here. It's an amazing way that we'll start breaking open that middle area of the fretboard that's kind of like no man's land, right? It's like we have our comfort area, just skip over this comfort area. So let's make that, let's skip over this area, a really usable, comfortable area. Now that you've learned how to create using the Core 5, check out this lesson next to expand more on these ideas and start turning them into real music. I'll see you next time.